I'm Charlotte Poulsen. I'm born in Denmark and I did my ceramic studies first in Denmark. In the last 70s I came to La Borne in France, where I practiced my ceramics, first with thrown pots. In the 90s my pots changed. I started modeling on them. My inspiration was animals. First I started with fish, and later on it became giraffes, zebras and other from the antelope world. I worked also on bigger animals like the hippopotamus and the elephant. For the last year I have changed my work again. I have gone back to throw parts, forms which I put together to give them the expression of an animal. And first now I continued it. I have worked on the lion. This kind of animal is also more saying something about a friendship or a relation with the strong and the weak, or I try to put something new also into my expression. I'm going to trim 3 parts of this animal that I'm going to make, which I threw yesterday. So I'll show you how to, or maybe I should not even say. So I put this in this form. So, and now I see if it seems to be in the center. So I'm going to trim this. I start very many of my animals now first with an egg form. This is a kind of egg form, a very long egg, but I think this is okay. This is the first form. This is the bottom part of the animal. This is going to be the how do you say, the bud, and which is going to sit on. I'm going to put the parts together now, so that it's going to become an animal. So first I start to work on this one, and then I'm going to cut it up. Like that. So now I'm going to construct the legs here. I'm going to put clay also here on the other side. So now I think this first part, it can dry a little bit, while I'm going to prepare this part. So this is the body part, and I'm going to change the shape a bit. I'm going to cut it up. When I started making animals, in the beginning they were quite abstract. I used thrown parts on whom I modeled a neck and a tail so that it became an animal. But then I changed, and my animals became really sculptures. I modeled the whole animal, except the legs, which I continued to throw. And for some years they were not quite naturalistic, because I changed the proportions. I always made the legs quite short, so I had to compensate on a giraffe, for example, with a longer neck. Now I have the shape. It should be a bit bowed, like as the body was bowing towards the front. So I think now it's nearly good. This is going to be the face and the head of the lion. So first we're going to trim this piece a bit. off. I'm going to put the parts together now. This is the body part. I'm going to fix on the bottom part, and there's going to be one front leg who are going to which I'm going to fix here, which will give the balance to the piece. So this part will not. So this part will stay here. And scratch a bit, put some slip on. So this is, I'm going to cut off a piece here. So I have the shoulder here. I'm going to fix this. This part is hollow as well. I'm going to fix this front leg here. Fix the shoulder. And this leg is quite solid also, because I'm going to put the head shape on here, and which it's quite big and heavy. This leg is going to be solid to be able to take the weight of this part. I have been working with animals for now it's more than 15 years now. And I always worked with animals who were eating grass, and who were not which you cannot think, which are very little aggressive, like giraffes and zebras and antelopes. And in the last 5 years, I started to work with animals who are more fierce, like hippopotamus, the elephant, and now I come to the lion. But my version is still I transform them to something which are more human and nice. But I guess they have this side. So this is the right leg, and I folded it up already yesterday, because it has to be folded up like it's bowed in, and of course you have to do that before the clay gets too hard. Like that. I think I even got it. Can fold it even more. This is the part which are going to be the head, and I'm going to model the face on it now. I'm going to make this slightly here, like that. Yes, I think also a part of my new inspiration is also tales about animals. So then you see the animal gets other roles in life. You have the permission to have another role in life, and then that gives you also the possibility to see them in another way, and to give them another expression. But I don't know. It's very difficult also to find the line between making something silly and something very sensible. I want to give them a sensible side, but I don't want it. I don't want them to be silly. I think now I'll leave this a bit. I'm going to fix the head on the lion. Now it looks more like a lion. So first I'm going to scratch here. So I'm going to cut this up a little bit here. Whoop. So I put the head on, and now I'm going to fix it with some of the brown clay. So. We'll make the eye. And the mouth. Voilà. So now I'll make the little bird, his little friend, that he takes care of. Lines on the wings. The little on the other side. Open up a little bit. So, more or less like this. This example has already been bisque fired, and you can see on this example that I finished it with a little bird, which is this can be a story about a friendship, or it can be a story about the big and strong who takes care of the little and weak, the little weak person. So this is I will not go into more details about this, but I'm going to decorate the fur of the lion before it's going to prepare it for the glaze firing. So I do that. I'll start like this. So this is going to give it a red color, a red-orange color.